Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to week 21. And this week I'm asking myself the question, should I do an ultra? Okay, so last week was a really good week. It was a 100-mile week, 77 miles on the bike, 21 miles running and a couple of miles swimming. Really decent week of training, although I am pretty tired. It's Tuesday today. Monday was just a swim, so I did 2.6k. It included 3 lots of 500 metre sort of steady efforts, about 9 minutes for each of those. Today, Tuesday, I've got a 1 hour run, including like 3 10-minute progressive blocks, 8:20, 8 minutes, 7:40 pace for the progressive block. Wednesday, tomorrow, I have got another swim. Thursday is an hour and 20 bike, sort of threshold over-unders with a 20-minute brick run. And then Friday is another swim, third swim of the week, and it's also a 90-minute high zone 2 bike ride. This weekend, Saturday, 1 hour easy run, and that will be super easy because on Sunday I'm doing 100k on the bike as part of our fabulous local bike shop, Magic Cycles centenary celebrations. They've been our local bike shop for 100 years, so I think I'm going to do that on my old Eroica bike. I'm going to get the Cinelli off the wall and take that, so it's another big week, but a week I'm certainly looking forward to. So for anyone that's new here, and a quick reminder, firstly thank you for having a watch of some of my videos. A quick summary: I've been running for 24 years now, started when I was 30, gave up smoking, started running when our first child was due. First marathon 2007, 5 hours 45, horrible. Quickest marathon 2019, just before lockdown, 3:15. 23 marathons I think, 3 Ironman and 1 ultra. And I say ultra, it was 30 miles, so just long enough to be classified as an ultra. Last weekend we were up in the Lake District because my wife and her friends were running the lap, 47-mile wrap of Windermere, which is amazing. And I was sort of supporting them on the way around. Incredible. And my plan has always been to do ultra at some point. When I definitely can't get any faster marathon running, start doing ultras. But for me, I'm still trying to chase that elusive goal of sub 3:15 a marathon. But having supported them all last weekend, and then this weekend another friend did the Cross Devon 100-mile challenge. She's incredible. She's been battling so many injuries, but she finished 5th overall, first lady, just insane. And it's really whet my appetite for ultra running. And while we were up in the Lake District, we were talking about doing Hadrian's Wall, which you probably know is the Roman wall dividing Scotland from England, built by the Romans, 70-80 miles long. I actually walked it, about 2002 with a friend. He quit after about 30 miles. I did the rest on my own. It's an amazing walk. They're all talking about doing it as an ultra, and I'm really tempted. 2025, I reckon that is going to happen. I'd love to try and do it in one day. They all said to me, you won't see much during the night. I reminded them I have seen it all already. But then I'm starting to think, maybe I should start with a 50k ultra, fitting it in around other stuff. Probably January is a good idea, after Valencia Marathon and before Ironman training kicks in. So I think that's what I'm going to do, find a 50k ultra for January. So Ironman racing is suffering for anything from 10 to 15 hours. I know I can do that, so I really ought to try it as an ultra run. So yeah, that's the plan. January, 2025 50k ultra, using my marathon fitness from Berlin in September and Valencia in December. So yeah, Berlin will be my 5th marathon major, so I'll just have Chicago to do September 2025. But I reckon an ultra fits in there just lovely, don't you? Right, probably time for this first 10-minute block. Nothing too crazy, 8:20 miling, although it's very, very warm, as you can probably tell by the amount I'm sweating. What a scorcher. That's the first 2 blocks done. 8:20 miling and 8-minute miling. Feels nice and comfortable, as it should do, but boy is it hot. Another 25 seconds to go in the last block. 7:40 miling and 10 minutes home. Job done. Wow, what a scorcher. Shirt off, nips out. Luckily there's no one around to see. Okay, session all done. I think it's important for a little bit of heat acclimatisation as much as anything. I always melt in really hot races, and quite often in training I'll avoid running in the midday heat, so maybe I should try and do more of it. Anyway, session done, home for lunch, and then later this afternoon a nice gentle hour on the bike. Well, since the weather at lunchtime, which is when that run you've just seen was, it's taken a little bit of a turn. Possibility of a bit of lightning and thunder. It's been raining a bit this afternoon, but it's still nice. So I'm just finally heading out for my, be about 40-minute, just easy ride. I'm actually doing it ahead of run club coaching. So I'm coaching the running club in about 35 minutes. So I've got a bag on my back with my running shoes. What else have I got in there? A cap, my whistle, bits and pieces I need to coach the running club session. But for now, just getting a few easy miles in. So I've just come up with a little loop that I'm fairly confident I can get done by about 20 past 6, which should see me back at the school for our track session in time to lead the session. I'm fairly sure I've got enough time. Nice to have a little pressure sometimes, isn't it? It's supposed to be an easy ride, but I've instantly made it a little bit less than easy by giving myself that pressure, but it will be fine. And as ever, easy ride, chuck in a hill. Woo. But it's worth it for the nice views across the Waveney Valley. And up into Homersfield. I'm going to easily make it. I vastly underestimated how short this loop is. I might have to extend it a bit further. Still, better to be early than late. Could have stopped for a pint. Well, I'm just squeezing in my last session of Friday. Earlier today I did a 2k swim at lunchtime, messed my Garmin up a bit, lost 300 meters. Don't you just hate that? I pressed lap, swam 300 meters and didn't record it because I was on a lap rest. Anyway, I won't let that worry me too much. So 2k, well 2.3k swim lunchtime. I've just done a strength session, our regular running club strength session. Quite good. We were doing 1 rep maxes, and that's something I've often wondered about. is when you go to CrossFit and things like that, you're working off percentages of 1 rep maxes. I've never known what mine were. So we did overhead press, we did squat, we did bench press, and we did deadlift. So we're working in groups of 4, helping each other out. What did I do? Overhead press, 42.5 kg, squat, 70 kg, bench press, bench press, 60 kg, and deadlift, 90 kg. So that's really useful to know. Because now when we're at CrossFit, when we're doing like 70 to 80% of 1 rep max, I know a little bit more about what I'm talking about. So, and also I can use those numbers. My plan is to, you know, do 80% of 1 rep max, sets of 10 to 12, whatever, 6 to 8, I don't know, but start training around those numbers. So I'm really pleased I went to go and do that, and now squeezing it in before sunset, which is fast approaching. This is a 90-minute ride with 3 blocks of 10 minutes of 200 watts. So just nipping out, got my lights on, got my sunglasses on, swallowing loads of flies. We're just getting this bike ride done. Bit of a junction, we're good. Yeah, getting this bike ride done, as you can see, in the evening. Then tomorrow we've got a 60-minute easy run, and then Sunday a 62-mile, 100-kilometre sportive. Weather doesn't look great for that. My plan was to cycle over, do the sportive, cycle back, make it about 80 miles probably. But I'm watching the weather, really. Looks like lightning and thunder and rain and all that, so just have to see how it goes. And then, yeah, park run first thing tomorrow, then out for an hour run, and then taking my son to the local running shop, independent running shop, to get him and his girlfriend's gait analysed and get him some running shoes, which is super exciting. Anyway, got across this main road. I'll catch up in a bit, if not tomorrow, if the sun goes down. Well, that's all 3 efforts done. On the second one, I had to stop at 7 minutes and put a gas canister in my rear tyre because it was going down. And on the third one, I had to stop at 9 minutes out of the 10 and put a second and my last gas canister in to my tyre. I've got a bit of a slow puncher going on, so I'm just trying to nurse it home. All the efforts are done, which is the main thing, and I'm only about 5 miles from home, so I should be fine. I should get home. But yeah, enjoyed those. I reckon I was probably over power on 2 of them because I was panicking about my slow puncture, but felt good. Heart rate wasn't crazy, felt comfortable. Nice to have a little bit of a push, but nothing crazy. Yeah, enjoyed that. Right, let's nurse this ever flattening puncture home. Well, it is a very wet bank holiday Sunday, but it's a nice enough day if you're wrapped up for it. I got my 1 hour Saturday run done at about 9:30 till 10:30 last night. Bit of an end of the day thing. I've been watching Man United in the FA Cup during the day earlier, and I did eventually get my run done. One of those ones that it was only 1 hour easy. I could easily have said, ow, knock it on the head, but I did get out and it was beautiful. It was a moonlit night, misty across the fields, very atmospheric, very peaceful, and I just chipped along at 9-minute miles and it was lovely. Nice and steady, low heart rate, feeling good. And then this morning, gear change, hang on. And then this morning we've got a 100k celebratory ride for our local bike shop, Magits in Diss, whose family have owned it for 100 years. So I'm doing a 12-mile ride over there, meeting up with some friends and family, and then doing a 100k ride. You like that? 12 miles there, 100k ride, just mix up the units, and then 12 miles home. So it's a fairly steady day on the bike. Hopefully shouldn't get too cold because it's forecast for thundery showers and heavy rain all day. I'm just going to try and take it. It's a nice chilled ride, and I'll see you out on the course. Well, I think I've got a waterlogged microphone, so I'm not sure if you can hear me or not. I'm about, what am I, 30 miles into today's ride. We have had torrential rain. It's the first bit of dry-ish skies where I've been able to get the camera out. It's been absolutely hammering it down, but not cold. Nice ride. I did about 10 miles with my stepmother and some friends, but the pace was just a bit too steady. They're training for the jog, so when the rain started coming down, I just had a bit of a breakaway just to try and keep warm as much as anything. But sun's coming out a little bit now, a little bit brighter, so I hope for a few dry miles now. 43 miles in, I reckon that's about halfway. And another few spots of rain, but generally it's been like this, overcast, a little bit of sun peeping through now and then, but quite nice. Legs feel good, feels very comfortable. I've been munching on some Haribo just to sort of keep the energy topped up as I head through to hopefully what will be a cafe stop coming up soon. I'd love a bit of breakfast, a cup of tea and a bacon and egg bap, something like that would go down a storm. But we'll see. Just ticking the miles off and enjoying the ride. Somewhere near Lackford Lakes, I think now. Out over Thetford Way, edge of Thetford Forest, as you can see. But yeah, lovely ride. So the plan was to bring my old Chinelli for this ride, but it's not coming out in torrential rain like this, so instead I'm on my beautiful Chinelli. Yeah, I love this bike. Built it up myself. There is a video of it somewhere in my bikes playlist, I think. Go and check that out if you want to, or I might drop a link somewhere in the comments. But yeah, lovely gravel bike. Steel, hand-built Italian gravel frame with SRAM, Explorer, what have we got? Scribe, carbon wheels, Ingrid cranks, which is, I think, is a little Italian brand, but they're what Cesini used, so I thought I'd track them down and use them myself. That's about it. Love it to bits. Well, we've had about a mile of this gravel track now. Glad I bought the gravel bike. Well, we lost the track a little bit there through the trees. Got a bit worried because it's really most definitely breakfast stop time, but out of the trees, the trail reappeared and we are good again. Now we just need the tea shop. God, gears sound a bit crunchy after all that rough stuff. That was really heavily rutted forest track, perfect for gravel bike, but I went past quite a few disgruntled road bikers in there. And this is a lovely section with all the rhododendrons, really pretty. Actual bit of sunshine, lovely shady forest road, beautiful, and I believe 1 mile to the coffee shop. But yeah, this is really pretty. Well, I just stopped and had a lovely breakfast and had a small full English, cup of tea, can of 7-Up, and I am back on the road. 52 miles done, over halfway, and feeling good. This road's a bit busy though. I could do without this. Someone just tried to kill me. I'll just keep my camera running. But yeah, nice ride. Well, it's raining again, but it's not all bad news because we got a big downhill. Come on. I mean, if it ain't raining, it ain't training. Is that right? I'm having a ball. 55 miles on the clock and ticking along just lovely in the rain. And then just around the corner in the field we got a load of black longhorn sheep. Cute little thing. It's one of the many things I love about Norfolk, is you never know what you're going to see in the fields, on the road, around you. Such a great place. We're not made of sugar, are we? There's nothing like being wrapped up warm, feeling amazing in an absolute downpour. So these are some of the best rides ever. Look at this rain coming down. Rivers of rain on the road. Come on, this is how you feel alive. And now the lightning and thunder has started. And I feel amazing. I'm loving this. Well, I'm just 100 meters from the finish of the 100k ride. I'm nipping across here. As I said, just around the corner from finish of the ride. I'll have a quick cup of tea. I'll go to the toilet because I'm busting. And then it's 12 miles home. But I'm only halfway through my 2 bags of Haribo, so that's good. I've got a whole second bag to go. Here we are, back, and time for a tea. Well, I'm 80 miles in with about 10 miles to go. Just back on a lovely little gravel section. Woo, little bit of thunder and lightning and some floods. Look at this for a flood. Whoa. Oh. Oh. That got deeper than I thought it was going to. Woo! I was nearly off then. Wow, I have got wet feet now. Oh, it all adds to the fun. It's made it a very memorable centenary ride for Magic Cycles in Dis, that is for sure. So yeah, I've got about 10 miles to go until I'm home. I think this microphone is waterlogged, so I don't even know if you can hear me, but I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. It's been a good week. 160, 150 miles on the bike maybe, 25 or so, 27 miles running, and about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miles of swimming. Yeah, really good week, happy with that. Feeling good, feeling very wet, but I hope you've had a good week as well. Let me know what you've been up to, how your week has gone, what you're training for, what you're racing for. Take care, and I will see you next week on the next video. See you later.